Welcome to the Dark Ozarks. We are answering your questions tonight. We want to thank everyone who submitted questions. We will get to as many as we can.
And even more fun, we will take questions as they're submitted in comments as we go along tonight. It's fun to get back to our extemporaneous roots, so hold on to your hats. There's no telling what's coming up.
We'll get to your questions, but first we want to invite you to like, follow, and subscribe to Dark Ozarks on Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube, as well as your favorite podcast platform. We also invite you to become a Dark Ozarks subscriber on Facebook. On the Dark Ozarks Facebook page, click subscribe, have your login information ready, and join Dark Ozarks behind the scenes for only $4.99 per month.
Your $4.99 per month subscription allows you to come with us on paranormal investigations, deep dive research, and topics too controversial for public view. The next 100 subscribers will be entered in a drawing for a free Dark Ozarks t-shirt and an exclusive signed first run copy of the book Dark Ozarks, The Spook Light. Subscribe today to be entered in the drawing.
And now you can get Dark Ozarks t-shirts. They're for sale at darkozarks.com, paranormalsciencelab.com, and now in person at Always Buying Books in Joplin, Missouri.
And speaking of Always Buying Books, we encourage you to check out Always Buying Books in Joplin, Missouri, in person and online on Facebook and at the website alwaysbuyingbooks.com for all of your reading needs, including a large section, paranormal, history, and more. Not to mention, the building is haunted. Tell Bob and Elise we sent you.
We also want to thank Beard Engine Brewing Company in Alba, Missouri. Beard Engine Brewing is the only English-style brewery in Missouri and has been twice named Missouri's best brewery by the Missouri Brewers Association. Great beer and great food in a historical building with a noir past. And yes, their building is also haunted. Tell Nate and Tiff that we sent you.
So extemporaneous. This is really getting back to our roots beginning in 2020. When we didn't realize we were doing podcasts at the time, when we would do live video podcast and did not have any notes whatsoever.
No, it was just a complete conversation, but it's grown and it's sure been fun. You know, I think maybe here for the short live, our first question might be apropos, which was from Steve. What got you both into the paranormal field? And I'm handing it to you first.
Oh my goodness. Well, the simple answer is you. You got me into the paranormal field. By repeatedly hosting investigations in Old English in at odd hours in the middle of the night and messaging me saying, hey, we're doing an investigation, you could come down. And like the third time around, I finally did and loved it. So in terms of the paranormal investigation itself, in terms of interest in the esoteric and the weird and the noir and the spectral, that's been going on ever since I fell in love with Halloween, which was, I think, about 1979.
That's pretty fair. And for me, it's kind of similar because I grew up with activity in the house, and I wasn't too old when I started figuring out that I was experiencing things that either other people weren't or weren't talking about, and then later found out that it was the latter, that particularly my mother, she just didn't talk about it and pretended it didn't happen. And then I've always just had a love for mystery, for horror, for odd, strange things in history. So it was pretty natural. And then as far as the investigation, that happened 20 some years ago when I was looking at a house.
Yes. And certain aspects of the house was looking back.
It was, it literally. And so literally looking at a house to buy and talking to the agent, and there's footsteps on the staircases and downstairs. I got touched for the first time by something, and that's what really spurred me. to want to know, okay, why do these things happen? And I'm hooked to research. Then I got into investigation, writing books, and the rest is history. Then I got you into it.
Absolutely. And now Dark Ozarks.
And Dark Ozarks, which, has been an amazing experience. And we've got things coming up we're going to be announcing soon. And so really exciting time.
It is.
For everybody watching, there's going to be a longer video tomorrow night on here. And if you're watching live, if you want to go over to Facebook, we are going to be live here in a little bit, taking more questions. And so come on over and put your 2 cents in, and we'll see if we can answer them. We appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
And in between, don't forget to check out upcoming events and merchandise at darkozarks.com and paranormalsciencelab.com. And thank you again to Always Buying Books and Beard Engine Brewing Company for helping to bring the Dark Ozarks to everyone.
On the next episode, we're going to be discussing the mysteries of the 37th parallel, which goes through the Ozarks. Catch the Dark Ozarks podcast on Branson Podcast Network, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or about any other podcast platform. Thank you, everyone. And remember, there are no easy answers in the Dark Ozarks.